Hallo und willkommen, ich bin Meister Lenz and you're watching Get Germanized, my expectations of Japan.
I am bored, what should I do?
Ich weiß.
Get Germanized.
So this video will come out before the next video, obviously, where I talk about, well, what Japan is really like, or what Tokyo is really like in this case, because I'm gonna go to Tokyo tomorrow. So I thought, why not record a video where I state my expectations, what I think Japan is like, or Tokyo will be like, and what will happen, and all that kind of stuff. And then make another video where, well, I talk about the reality of things. And so I think that might be very interesting. Let's do this. So, from what you hear here in Germany about Japan, Japan is crazy as shit. Like, apparently everything looks like anime and manga. I know that's not true though, so it kind of defeats the purpose of doing an after video about that point. But, well, like, what you hear obviously is that everything's super crazy. I don't know, but I think we should talk about my personal expectations. I expect the food to be amazing. I really look forward to eating ramen there. That's my number one food that I enjoy here, like Japanese food. I like it more than sushi. I like sushi, but ramen I could eat all the freaking time, like all day, every day. Well, I expect to see, well, street fashion in Harajuku, right? I want to go and see that. I heard that like there's a lot of fashionable people, cool looking people that kind of portray their art through their fashion on the street, kind of like that. And I look forward to seeing that, and I think that's really cool. I expect to see well, a lot of cafes and different themes, like maid cafes, cat cafes, goat cafes are even in existence, owl cafes, and I want to go to an owl cafe where they are not just on a chain their whole lives, but, you know, where they can fly and roam free, because at least, well, they can move there. Because I heard that some of the cafes restrain the animals 24/7, and that's just gruesome, and I don't want to go there and support that, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I expect to see, well, I'm going to go to the robot cafe, hopefully. And that's just, I think, a living stereotype, because the shows that they do there while you eat and drink show the Japan that everyone thinks what Japan is really like, you know? Crazy, with lights everywhere and anime style and stuff like that, and super, super crazy and fucked up. So that's what I expect to see in that show, and I think it's true. Like, it's gonna be just intense and crazy, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, looking forward to going to Japanese Disneyland, to Tokyo Disneyland. That's gonna be good. On Halloween we want to do that. So I expect to see lots of cool Japanesey style Disney things. I don't know if there are any, you know, different from normal Disney stuff. Probably not a whole lot, because they have to have a certain standard. But yeah, looking forward to that. Also, I expect to see lots of anime-related merchandise and lots of cute kawaii stuff. You know, everything with faces on it, even the milk cartons or something like that. I don't know. That's just what I think might happen. And I expect to see, well, a lot of crazy dressed up people on Halloween, because I heard that there's a big street party in Shibuya I really want to join in, because my birthday is on Halloween. And so that's going to be fun, I hope, at least. Also, I expect to see lots of, well, like these little cafes, or not cafes, these little, what are they, restaurants and bars that have these Japanese cloth thingies hanging in front of it, like halfway, so that you can't look in, but you can do like this. You can go through the curtains, and then you're in there, and they mostly have like Japanese kanji on there, or hiragana, katakana, I don't know. But yeah, that kind of style buildings. I think I'll see a lot of temples. I want to see, I expect to see like temples everywhere, pretty much, in every corner there's a little temple, at least I've heard. And also I expect, I don't know, I mean, you always hear that Japanese women and Japanese people in general are very attracted to foreigners, or that they find them fascinating or something like that, but I'm not sure how it is in Tokyo. I doubt it, because Tokyo, like, it's a big city and there must be foreigners everywhere and all the time. So I expect to see a lot of other foreigners in Tokyo as well. I mean, who knows? We'll see, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how Japanese people will react. I hope they will be interested and friendly. I expect that. So yeah, that's gonna be definitely something that I'm curious about. And apart from that, what else? Narrow roads, very narrow, because Tokyo is a big city with not a lot of space. Our apartment I expect to be very narrow. I've seen it in like pictures. We've booked an Airbnb apartment in Shinjuku, the red light district. I didn't know that it was a red light district at the time, but apparently it is. We're in a more quiet street though, so I'm not too worried. It's gonna be interesting, and I don't know if I expect to see any Yakuza around there. It would be interesting and a bit strange, but yeah, I doubt that actually. No, we'll see. I don't know. And lots of bars and restaurants in Shinjuku, I've heard. And I want to see all the big temples, the big parks. Sorry, not the temples. Also the temples, but I've talked about that before. The big parks. They have massive parks there. One actually near where I stay in Shinjuku. I think even the biggest in Tokyo is located near there. So that's going to be cool. And well, I expect to see lots of beautiful countryside when we go a little bit outside of Tokyo, because we want to go to Mount Fuji. That look very beautiful in the pictures. We're gonna go visit the Suicide Forest just because, you know, it's around Halloween, it's something creepy to do. It's gonna be creepy. I just expect it to be very, very creepy. Because I've seen it in a video before, and it was creepy, man. But I want to do it, and yeah, I don't know. And we even, I talked about, because it's like me and three friends. I talked about booking like a love hotel for just an hour, because apparently they are like, the inside is like a little theme park with lots of crazy stuff and weird or cool, whatever you want to call it, architecture inside, inner design, you know, interior design kind of things that are very interesting. So maybe we will do that. I don't know, if we see one maybe that looks interesting, and apparently it's very private, very secluded, like no one, you won't see any personnel, you will just interact with them through like computer screens and stuff like that. Everything is automated pretty much. So we might do that just because it's funny, and I'm gonna film it obviously. I expect to see a lot of anime cafes in Akihabara, yeah, and well, lots of anime related stuff in general. I enjoy that actually because I'm a big anime nerd, so I don't mind. But yeah, lots of yummy food. Food is apparently the number one thing to do there, which I enjoy. I don't mind that at all. And other than that, I don't really have any expectations. I just expect to have a lot of fun, to be fascinated by the city and the country, and I expect that I want to go back at some point. So I think that's all for now, but let me know what you think about Japan if you've not been there yet, because, or you know what, just share your experience. Like, if you've been there, share your experience. What do you think was the weirdest thing, the best thing, the worst thing that happened? What did you really like about it? What didn't you like? And if you've never been before, what do you think is like Japan is like? What do you think about the country itself? That would interest me. And apart from that, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And well, other than that, you can support me on patreon.com/getgermanized to keep the show alive, and also donate to PayPal. All the links for that are in the video description. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.